Hello, everyone, from your Caspian Sea, the Caspian Sea neighbor, because I'm from Kazakhstan. And so today I'm going to share my knowledge and knowledge of my company about how to build self-service BI ecosystem in the bank. So today's agenda, a little bit about overview. So the first item is setting up the scene. So let me please just a little bit tell about myself, about my company. And so we talk about self-service BI in real life. How does it looks like and what is it? Because there are so many interpretation of this term in every area, so that we see. And of course, we have some thoughtful maps. We have meaningful takeaways for you about how to build self-service BI ecosystem in your organization. So yeah, let's start. Datanomix, I'm co-founder of Datanomix.pro company. We are a business intelligence solution provider in Central Asia, and we have world and regional recognition. So for example, we are a global winner of World Commerce and Contracting Innovation Excellence Awards. And we won this competition with Shell and the Post of Canada and the procurement organization, procurement and audit organization from the Great Britain. And so, yeah, with our analytical system that track the frauds in public procurements. And we are the number one IT exporter of the year in Kazakhstan. So yeah, today let me start from our case that we have implemented in Kazakhstan. The case is about Sberbank Kazakhstan. There are two goals there. We had so the first one is roll out the unified self-service BI tool all over the organization, because for historical reasons there was not only one BI, there were two BI tools, IBM Cognos and SAP business objects, and our goal was to roll out Click as the unified self-service BI tool. So it was in 2019. And so the second goal is organize a center of excellence, because it's the main part to make tool for self-service for every business user in organization, not just get them the tool that only outsourced providers can use and build reports and analytical application for them. And results that we have, so Sberbank reduced costs around $370,000 per year, and these costs was by outsourcing the management reporting and internal reporting for outsourced companies. And after this project, when we trained users how to use ClickSense, and make a solid architecture. I mean data architecture, and I mean technical architecture, so they can build report by self. And they did after our project, they did about 200 reports on their own, without any outsourced team. And yeah, it's the benefits of our project was. But let me please start from a little bit context about what is self-service BI in real life, what we faced with, and I think you faced with such kind of situation too. The entire world banking system and finance system stands on Microsoft Excel. I think it's true not only for our country, or it's true for every country, because the show must go on and reports have to be done. Everyone need and have to make a great report and present their results for top managers, or sharing some insights between organization with your colleagues. And what we see the common situation and common information flow in every organization where we started to implement the real self-service ecosystem. We see that, okay, you can have data warehouse, you can have data lake, you can have data swamp, you can have FICO as operation system, SAP or Culver, and of course you have some customer segments and plan budgets in Excel file to connect these Excel files with your information data warehouse. And from department to department, we have maybe the same Excel file or another copy of the Excel file, so that we transfer to another department, and another department make their change in Excel report. And in the end, what we have the brilliant Excel report or PowerPoint presentation. And under the hood, we have these information flow. As I said, it's really unmanageable information flow that we can manage. We can to investigate what's happened with your metrics in the final results. We need more time to make it. So, and this situation lead us to this, that we haven't got data products. And data is not an asset, and report is not an asset. Report dealer is the asset of the organization, because report dealer know how to build. He know all methodology of all metrics. He know all formulas of all metrics. He know how to build a report. He know everything about nature of the data. But data is not the asset, because without this report dealer, you cannot use your information to make decision. And let's go. I just want to show you maybe a common situation. Please let me know if you faced it before. Just imagine, so you have 3 different Excel reports, and you have one metric in each that's called active customers, and monthly active customers indicator you have. So, and in the first report on the same time period, you have 2,000 active customers, and on the second report for the same time period, you have 5,000 active customers. And you see the same time period of time, but different reports in the same metrics, but you have the totally different numbers. And to investigate the root cause of this, to see the real information, to find the real information, what you need to do. You need to figuring out what was the methodology behind this metric. So, and to figure out how does it. I have to wear my FBI and CIA hat and start the time-consuming investigation through this unmanageable information flow. And finally, I will find that we have the same data sources but different results, just because there are other people with different Excel files or different methodologies some way in the middle of the process. And if we will deep dive into that, in the end of this remarkable scientific process, we see that different answers to one simple question, how many monthly active customers do we have, is more about people, about Excel files, etc. Because the first department calculate this metric as the number of customers who had at least one card transaction during the last month, and the second has another methodology and it is the number of customers who have saving accounts plus at least 3 card transactions during the months. So we have the same metrics, but we have different interpretation of these metrics, and we have different departments who want to argue that his interpretation is the true, and you need to trust to this to his version of the truth. So, and what is this all about? It's all about information supply demand. So what I mean that we have information consumers in our organization, and we can divide our information consumers into two types. It's people, yeah. So people and information system and mobile application for now, yeah, because we want to push real-time offer, but people is the core of this process. I mean, information supply demand, because people make decisions, people formulate hypotheses for machine learning models, because you cannot create machine learning models without clean data, without any hypothesis for doing that. And that's why you need people in the middle of the process. And that's why people is core of the information supply demand process. And what we see here, we see that people use tools that they are comfortable with. And in our basic scenario, what we see, it's Excel. And why it is Excel? Because it's easy to use, because you're very comfortable with this tool, and because you have data just in your computer, because previously you download the data that you need for the specific reports, and it's too faster for you to create this report or for your analytics, etc. But we know that there are many tools that can optimize your time to build report and optimize time to insight. And for this, I just want to suggest you to start track where you are. I mean, your organization, and why do we need to change something? Why do we need to change this picture of unmanageable information flow, analytical chaos, to this something manageable, and which tools we can use for each part of the process? And you can use three simple metrics. The first metric is time to data. It's just the speed of updating and finding quality data that you can trust. Because everything starts from the data, yeah, from the data source and from the business-ready data that you can use, and you can create from it something. It could be a report, it could be interactive dashboard, it could be report for regulator. So it could be anything, any data asset that you need. So, and to know your time to data in your organization, you can use one simple question. How long does it take for the data to appear in your DVH, data warehouse or data lake, or your current BI system? How do you can track it? You can just look into the Jira ticket system and see how your requests and when you get response for your request in your Jira ticket system or other ticket systems that you use to request interesting data for your organization to build a report or something. The second metric is time to report. And time to report, it is the speed of creation, your final result. It could be PowerPoint presentation, it could be interactive dashboard in your BI system. It could be something like incorporated diagrams, charts in your operational system for managers in bank branches, yeah? So, and the simple question that you can use is, how long does it take to build wall report or wall interactive dashboard from the moment you receive the data? And the third metrics that we can track to find out that we can change something, optimize and reduce time for each step of the process, time to insight. And time to insight, it's just the time that you from the hypothesis formation till the execution of your hypothesis and drawing conclusions from the experiments. And simple example, if you need to make some acceptance rate for your loan applications, you need some ML models to optimize this process, and your ML model need clean data that you can trust. And you, of course, in your risk department, you have people who will create models, and for them you need to provide clean data, provide some methodology, etc. And you can just track the time how much time does it take to get the right data and the right methodology for test new hypotheses. So these three metrics that we can to use. Another metric that we can use, it's near the time to insight, is time to action. How many time do you have and do you spend to make an action, for example, for push notification for the end user? And for doing that, we need to make some change in our vision on the data in our organization. We have to run away from report dealer, and we have to focus on our data, the data as a product, because our data is our asset, and we have data as a product. And that product are using not only by you to create report or your analytics, but for data science, machine learning models, for mobile apps as a notification, maybe real-time notification just after the transaction that you want to show to your user to push them to buy something else, or you want to show them benefits of your mobile application just after the transaction. So, and when you focus on it, that data as a product, we can use for it to optimize time to data, time to report, time to insight. We can use Click products, because Click products is not only about interactive dashboards, it's also about data integration and delivering data in right place, in right time, for right to make right decision and decision just in time, in perfect time, because Click has not only visualization tool, data visualization tool, it also have change data capture tool, it have data warehouse automation tool, etc. And it's all about optimization. These three metrics: time to data, time to report, time to insight. And you can easily navigate how does this product help you, because you have point B, because you can maybe calculate this metric from now and just after the implementation of all Click products in the whole process. And you will see that you reduce time to data, time to report, and time to insight. So how to make this pivot in our mindset, how to build data as a product. You can make few steps. The first step is build some sort of role-based supply-demand information metrics. I will send you this takeaway as a template, as a BI planner. It's just an Excel file that you can use and fill for your needs. So what we see here, we see different domains in our organization. We have HR, finance domain, we have operation domain, maybe risk domain, etc. And we have some sort of subdomain in each domain. And we have roles in our organization. We have executive level, we have finance department, we have branch manager, HR managers, risk managers, regulator, etc. And what we can do, we can use these metrics, just fill it and see what information supply demand do you have in your organization by now. What do you have? And you can build this heat map, something like that. And you will see red zones and green zones. It means that, oh, okay, we have some information, we have domain about sales, and we see that executive levels doesn't have any report, doesn't have any push notification about sales in domain area. And it's very strange situation. But it's just your, you can use it as navigator that could navigate you in the domain area where you can make easy process for information supply demand with tools. So when we build supply demand information metrics, we can go next, and we can divide our users into two segments, into two type of data information consumer types. You have casual users, you have power users. So it means that casual users is just the top managers or analytics or managers who just use information as interactive dashboards or only by regulatory reports, alerts, and notification. It means that for someone, self-service is not a BI tool. It's just a dashboard that you want to use and you have to use. For example, let me show you what I mean by casual users interface. I mean information interface. Okay, let me open this example. So what we see here, we see ClickSense, but it's called mashup. What does it mean? It's incorporated ClickSense application in pretty beautiful design. It was built by our partners called Cluster Design, and I love this example to share with you, because here we see the metrics of our bank. Maybe we just started digital bank flow in our the digital bank stream in our organization, and as a top manager, we want to monitoring our goal metrics here in digital bank stream. So, and this is fully adaptable, web-based applications that you can use on phone, on tablet, iPad, etc. And as I said, it's a ClickSense application under the hood, and that means that you can go into the loans and see the details if you want to analyze details about your loan portfolio. And here you can see that you can easily navigate and make some filters here, and everything is interactive. So this is the first type of self-service information interface. It is interactive dashboards. But here, what we see a plenty information interface. We have self-service BI, process automation interface. What does it mean? It means another interface that Click can provide for another type of users. For example, you have data analyst or you have risk analyst who want to have information about all loan portfolio of our bank for each date from the existing or started of the bank. And here we go. So I just opened the second information interface. And here we see our loan portfolio. And we can, as an analyst, we can choose maybe currency. For example, I want to analyze Kazakhstan tenge currency, loans in Kazakhstan tenge and in dollars. And I want to navigate through this date. And I want to analyze auto loan only. And next, I will go to this window. And let me generate report on my request. So we can wait the end of the process, but let's save your time, and I will just open the previous generated report. As a more, and you have this interface as a data analyst, and you see table, and you can use this table, and you can analyze the data. You can easily navigate through your data mart. For example, you want to see this data not by client dimension, you want to use branch, and you can just easy add this dimension here. And for example, if you want to make some rating with your branches by total amount of your agreements, you can use the diagram here. The main idea is that you have all data as an analyst that you need to discover some problems, some insight, etc. And so, and you can navigate through this data. And let's go to the Yeah, and we can just add top branches by agreement amount. Yeah, it's just the second interface for our information consumer users. And of course, we have another information interface. We have data marts that I show you, and we have SQL that I show you. And to satisfy demands of your users, you need to provide easy to use tool. And what we see in our experience that Click Products is easy to use tool, and we can easy teach people how to use them to make fully independent from the IT department to satisfy the information demand. So yeah, I will share with you these metrics that you can use in your organization. I mean, if you want to calculate how many casual users you have in the organization, what tools do you provide for them, etc., just after the presentation. Yeah, the core conclusion are, what lesson could we learn from this? We have to provide easy to use tools for dashboard reports crafting with short learning curve in our bank. User journey map have to be clear for all kind of users to develop their skills. And we have to bring business ready data, because data must be ready to use when we need them. So, and Click Products can help us with this. Thank you.